Shalom everyone. Adonai oz le'amo yiten, and through that strength, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. Parashat Shmot Tafshin Pei Daled. In Parashat Shmot, Hashem is giving Moshe Rabbeinu the responsibility to be the leader who will take Am Yisrael out of the slavery in Mitzrayim, but Moshe does not want to accept that responsibility. He says, Lo ish dvarim anochi. I am not a man of words. Later on, the same Moshe Rabbeinu is going to give us a whole book, one of the 5 Chamisha Chomshei Torah, Sefer Dvarim. These are the words that Moshe spoke to all of Israel. How does the man who is not a man of words become the man who gives us a whole book of words? What does it mean when Moshe says, Lo ish dvarim anochi, I am not a man of words? Because of a midrash that we study when we're young, that tells us the story about Hamalach Gavriel causing Moshe Rabbeinu to put some coals in his mouth, we think that it means that Moshe Rabbeinu has a physical disability in his speech. One of the Mefarshim says that the Torah is teaching us that leadership is not about being the person who is perfect externally, physically. It's about something else. But the truth is that the simple meaning of Lo ish dvarim anochi does not have to have anything to do with a physical disability. It can simply mean that he's not a great speaker. He doesn't have experience speaking before kings, before the powerful king of Egypt. But Hashem does not accept this claim of Moshe Rabbeinu. What does the Torah tell us about Moshe Rabbeinu before Hashem comes to give him the leadership role? Does the Torah tell us that Moshe was giving great speeches? No. The Torah tells us that Moshe proved himself as a person who has values, who is consistent, who stands up and keeps his values and even is willing to pay a price for those values. For instance, protecting a weak person against people who are trying to take advantage of him. And Moshe, as I said, is willing to pay a price for those values. That's what makes Moshe Rabbeinu a leader, not words. After 40 years of leadership of values and Torah, Moshe Rabbeinu leaves us with a whole book about actions and ideas about those values which he led in Am Yisrael for 40 years. And I think this is a very important message, which is not what is popular today. Today, a leader has to be a great speaker. If you want to be a leader, you go to study how to become a great speaker. You practice it quite a bit. But the truth is that the fact that a person knows how to give great speeches does not really mean that he is going to be a great leader. It doesn't really say anything about his leadership. It doesn't say anything about his true values. What we need is a person who proves himself in values. You come to us with great speeches, you know what? This is what we have to say to you. Go prove yourself consistently over a long period of time. Prove yourself, what are your true values? After you do that for a significant period of time, after you do something valuable, significant to make the world a better place, then come and tell us, teach us words about those values. We have seen people who looked impressive and they ran for leadership positions, and because they're great speakers, they were voted in, and it turns out that they did not have at all what it takes to really fill that position. Moshe Rabbeinu is teaching us, first, not words, actions, and afterwards, words. And whose responsibility is it to vote in the right people for leadership positions? It is not the responsibility of the person who's running for a leadership position. It's the responsibility of the people who are voting, not to be blinded by great speeches. Check what are the consistent values that this person has proven over a long period of time that those are his values. Am Yisrael Chai, and Am Yisrael is worthy of leadership of true values. Not someone who speaks well, but someone who proves that he's a person who consistently lives by important values. That is a person who is worthy of being a leader in Am Yisrael. Am Yisrael Chai.